she best friends with the ops. And you need better stop. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get this involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tongue.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a rematch from Super Bowl 57, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. And we will not have a return here to start. Thanks to the new rule, the fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Here's Hurts to throw. His throw incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Well, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Nice his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. This defense for the Chiefs very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. Finding room at midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Swift going to try up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll get this down to the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
63.
Now a give right side Swift. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out and They gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. On the return, it's Rodgers. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Now quick bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's Pacheco headed right. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The Chiefs at 6-3 on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 2nd quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. 15. Our time.
To throw, it's Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On second down, Swift. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
But partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Runs through the contact, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush. And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. and that one winds up no good.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his pick catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards and an Eagles first down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least 1 guy. Okay.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and throw it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. Open man right side is Tony. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
A 49-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Nick Burton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like when he saw it all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete here to Ayuk. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's Kelsey on the ground. Well, the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Mahomes to throw once more. Takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Complete. Smith has it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that way his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return, it's Tony. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Swift is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Eagles 24, Chiefs 10. Jake Elliott taking off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Attack! Attack!
Mahomes to throw on second down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Mahomes firing complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
On second down, here's Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
first and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. And they're going to speed things up here.
43, 15, 43, 43.
2nd and goal.
Yellow,
At
yellow.
the Eagles' 1-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco from a yard out. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Once again, it's Swift. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
I like like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Here comes Tony on the return. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks him, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
15. Right side.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Hey, 57. Hey, 43. Good side.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there. It looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the 1st down.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Touchdown!
Quez Watkins.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And now we'll hook up downfield on 2nd down. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they will take a knee here. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll run again. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A 6-yard pickup.
And again, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And Kelce's going to have a Chiefs 1st down as he'll get this down to the 47-yard line.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelce on the ground. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters, and this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th, but a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Attack, attack!
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a